Hey friends, so it's been quite some time since I've made a video just talking about myself, what's going on with the channel, just life updates in general. And because it is the start of a new year, I have made a lot of ideas for changes for the platform, the YouTube platform, the MATOKA channel per se. And I know it's been pretty much radio silence on the channel besides for some shorts and things like that for this month and a lot of December as well. But I do want to say that content is coming. But before that content actually comes, I kind of just wanted to break down what has been happening and kind of ease ourselves into a new year for the channel. Before we get into it though, I want to say thank you to everyone who's been keeping up with the channel and everyone who has been following not just here, but on my TikTok, my Instagram, and my other channels as well, which I will get into a little later. But make sure to continue to support if you can. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't and like all the content that you see so I can keep making it. So the biggest question is what is in store for 2023 on the MATOKA channel. In the past, I've been making a lot of videos, a lot of one-off ideas, and it's kind of been hard to be sustainable on the channel just because I always have to think of a brand new idea each week and it gets difficult to produce everything, especially just as a one-person team. So I have been focusing a little more on the short form content, as you can see on the YouTube shorts, or if you follow my TikTok, those areas have been having pretty consistent updates. And if you want to see more about my TikTok strategy, my YouTube strategy for this year, as well as just my social media strategy in general, and other tips and tricks for influencers, you can subscribe to my How to Influence channel. I also have a TikTok with that as well. I'll add that to the description below, but I wanted to create a platform that is more influencer friendly and kind of talks about more of the business aspect and the business side of my YouTube channel and just using social media as an outreach. So I'm hoping that through my own experiences, I can help other influencers as well and small business owners who need social media help. But the real point of this video is what is going to be on the MATOKA channel specifically. Well, with the second YouTube channel now and all the TikToks and just like everything that I have to do in general, it's a little hard to come up with one-off ideas that I'm able to edit each week, produce each week, and do everything on my own. Scalability is just difficult right now. So instead of producing those one-off ideas, I'm going to start making series instead. And so these are a few of the series that hopefully you'll be able to see within the next month or so. The first series is going to be a podcast hosted on my channel. Now, I know podcasts are pretty popular now, but I kind of wanted to get into it for a different reason. I've always liked long-form content, but it's really hard to be scalable with that as a one-person team because you have to edit everything on your own. With video podcasts, there's a little bit less editing, and I think that'll help to continue creating content on the channel. And for most of the videos that you've seen on this channel so far, a lot of them are more or less scripted and there is more of a general idea on how the content is played out. With the podcast, it's going to be much more generic. I have reconnected with a friend and we have really great conversations, and I'm hoping to get a lot of different and interesting guests on the podcast as well. It's going to focus around social media, but I didn't want it to be just social media because there's so many podcasts like that already out there. So it is going to be a lot more sharing life experiences, growing up in the Bay Area. It's very all-encompassing, and it's a great opportunity to learn a little more about me because I feel like I've been a little impersonal on the channel so far, and that hasn't been on purpose. It just feels like the content that I've made in the past, it's much more focused on a specific niche instead of myself. So it is still going to revolve around Japanese culture as well, because I'm going to be on it, of course, but it's going to go into a lot more things too, so stay tuned for that. The other series in progress right now is a cooking series that I'm going to be starting. I don't want to give too much away, but it is going to focus on Japanese cuisine, specifically takoyaki. I think we all love takoyaki, but it's really hard to find good takoyaki and just like being creative with takoyaki in America or in a Western space. The Japanese traditional takoyaki, of course, is the best, but I want to put a few spins on it and get a little more creative with it as well, so that's what you're going to be seeing in the series. Now, of course, all this stuff right now is just talk. It's more about implementation for me. And this video is to also help me be accountable for all these ideas that I have. Because if I was just doing one thing, then I think it would be a lot easier for me to focus. But because I'm very scatterbrained, I want to do like 500 projects at the same time, it is hard for me to be scalable and focus on one project. And so I am really hoping for everyone's support for these next series that I am going to start producing. I think it is going to be something new, something different, something really interesting for the channel. I'm really excited for it. But now, be patient with me, gaman shite, and I'm hoping by sometime next month I'm going to periodically start launching these different series. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now. It's been a busy January so far. Happy New Year, happy Lunar New Year, happy every single New Year. Everything's really happening at a fast pace right now, but I am so excited for the things to come. So thanks for keeping up with me. Thanks for supporting the channel. And now I am accountable for those video ideas. So I guess I will be seeing you pretty soon. Peace.